Blog Talk Radio.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of Lectures of Fallen Wisdom. I'm sorry about the sound quality. I am currently in a spaceship, and the reception satellite is poor at best. But let me just tell you, I think that people should understand how to eat. Given the fact that food is one of the best ways to turn off the mind, and as I've advocated in a lot of the last episodes, turning off the mind is key to happiness and bliss. A lot of people will go to food as they go to drugs or they go to alcohol or anything else that's pleasurable. But now let's speak specifically of food, because of the pleasurable things, food specifically is one of the needed things. So you definitely need to eat. You could refrain from drinking or doing drugs and you would live fine. But if you refrain from eating, and you might not last too long. Now, of course, breatharians will dispute what I'm saying, and they may be right. I have not tested their theories, but let's just assume that you need food. But of course, you don't need all that much food. You certainly don't need the amount of food that is being shoveled at you daily. You definitely don't need 3 meals a day. And if you have a little fat on you, chances are you don't even need to eat for a couple of days. So, because that fat is essentially storage, and you might as well eat those stores before you add to them. And your body will digest your fat if you starve yourself. That will happen. But let's just, everybody, all these diets, they emphasize ways of eating. Either you eat a vegan diet or you eat a low-carb diet, and you eat lots of fruit or not too much fruit. But the point is, all these diets are predicated on just like willpower. And the problem with that is that in moments of like weakness and moments of emotionality, we want to turn off our brain. And so a lot of us will go to food. And when you go to food repeatedly to turn off your mind, it's so effective that you'll tend to overeat to do it, to keep doing it. Like if you could, that's what people do when they go to the movies. They shove a whole thing of popcorn in their mouth. It turns off their mind. It allows them to focus just on the movie and not about their life. Eating has a tremendous way of focusing you into the now. So obviously, it's going to be a big problem that people are going to overeat to do this. So I figured out a really good way to never overeat. And here it is. You need to pack yourself a meal that you carry around with you that you have nearby. It needs to be prepared. And the best thing to do is prepare like a salad with like just a really good salad, not a lot of dressing, just like a little bit of olive oil, good vegetables, just all nutrition and almost, zero carbs. Now, I believe you should eat vegan, but other people think, you can eat a little bit of meat, whatever. The point is, the healthiest meal you can think of, it doesn't have to be a salad, but always have it prepared and ready to eat, okay? So that's your meal. Like, if you're hungry, that's the thing you're going to eat. The thing about that is like you're only going to eat that if you're really hungry, not if you're actually craving food to turn off your brain. And what happens is when the brain starts to need a little rest, it will send out a craving for food in order to get the body to start shoveling it in. And then the brain can have a break from thinking. While it's eating that food, it can have a break. And so it sends you pangs of hunger. It sends you cravings for things. And these are all cries for, please turn me off. And it knows, your brain has grown accustomed to know that the best way to turn off your brain is to give you some food, specifically some sweet food or some junky food. That's usually the thing you crave when you want to turn off your brain. So you mistake your hunger. You think you're hungry and you think you're craving, and you really think you want it or you need it or it would be good for you to have it. But it's really just your brain sending you a signal because it wants to turn off. So the way to trick the brain is to always have a very nutritious meal at your fingertips, prepared. Like, I'm not talking about, oh, I can go to this restaurant and get it. No, you have to have it. You have to have it on you. You have to have it with you, nearby. Okay? That's your meal. Okay? What's going to happen is you're going to go like a day, you're not even going to eat that meal. And you don't have to eat it. If you're hungry but not really super hungry, just leave it. Let it sit there. It is the thing you must go through if you want to eat, though. Like, if you get a craving for some pizza, you still got to eat your meal first. So, if you're really going to get that pizza, it's going to be after you eat all this nutrition, this very nutritious meal. You're not just going to go run and get a slice of pizza. That nutritious meal is standing in the way of your craving. So you pack yourself like a really good salad, and that's going to be your next meal. So you just keep it around. It's almost like a blocker of your craving. So you might get hungry. Okay, fine, eat the salad. But what's going to be interesting is you're all these craving for like stuff other than the salad kind of goes away because your mind knows that the only thing that you're going to feed it is this very nutritious thing, and your mind will only want to eat it if it really is hungry, not just to turn off its brain. Because the thing about like super nutritious food, it's good at turning off the brain, but it's not. Your brain doesn't usually send a craving for really nutritious food to turn it off. It wants something that really is tastier and like junky. There's something about that taste that really helps the brain really shut off. A nutritious meal can do that too if it's really good and you're really hungry. But if you're not really hungry, a purely nutritious meal won't hit the centers of the brain to turn it off the way it's needed. Now, of course, I've been showing you how to turn off your brain without eating, without doing any drugs, without doing anything. But understand that if you're somebody who's traditionally reached for food to gain comfort, you're gonna find yourself a little bit overweight. And I actually struggled the same way. I mean, I didn't get like super fat, but I did put on like 15 more pounds than I needed to, simply because I was using food to stop my thinking. And I noticed that, and I was like, how do I solve this issue? Well, I've solved it this way. I've since lost the 15 pounds because every single day I make or I go order from some salad place a huge salad with all kinds of nutritious things in it. Very light olive oil and salt. That's it. I don't even put vinegar on it. No carbs. And that thing is waiting for me. If you're hungry, buddy, hey, there you go. Eat it. But if you're not really hungry, there's no point. So a lot of times I'll fast for a couple of days, especially when I had that weight on. I was not eating for a couple of days. Now, let's just say, because I was just not hungry, and I wasn't hungry for that thing. I would pack the same salad. I'd throw out the old salad. I'd pack a new salad for the next day, and I wouldn't even eat that. It was just standing there blocking out the craving for all the junk to turn off my brain. Now, of course, I'm practicing the whole, like, stopping thought, disengaging from thought, trying to create a very empty mind when I'm not thinking about anything specific. So that's been helping reducing the cravings. But when I added this salad thing to it, man, I have no cravings, and I've already lost like 15 pounds. I could probably lose like 10 more, and I probably will this way. Now, there's the thing about like, okay, now let's just say you get invited out to dinner, and you know that if you're like super, super hungry, you're going to order something you probably shouldn't eat, because your brain's going to send you that craving. And when it knows that you're actually like not going to eat your nutritious salad, it will then start resuming those cravings again. So I recommend that you eat that. If you're going out to dinner, eat the salad before you go. And okay, yeah, you might overeat a little bit, but you're going to have that salad in you. It's going to keep you from reaching for something really bad for you. And even if you do eat something really bad for you, the salad kind of offsets it. But you're not going out to dinner every day. You're not eating with a family every day. I mean, maybe you are. If you are, then eat the salad for dinner with your family. And then you can eat something after that, but never eat before you have to go through that salad if you're going to eat something. That'll keep you from getting all kinds of stupid-ass snacks and bad food and just shoving it in your mouth, like when you really want to turn off your brain. Try it. Just keep a salad nearby, all stocked, ready to go. You don't even have to eat it. But guess what? If you don't eat that, then you're not eating anything that day. So you better eat that first if you're hungry. If you're not, then don't eat it. And also, don't go to dinner. Don't eat dinner. Because if you're not hungry enough to eat that salad, you're not hungry enough to eat the dinner of pizza or whatever it is that you're going to have that's really good. Anyway, this is just a short one, how to eat. I hope it came through. Leave me some reviews on iTunes so I can direct things. Maybe you can ask some questions on there. And I appreciate the listens. Thanks.